Nothing quite defines a season like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on last year's national champion, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Westbrook. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here comes the heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He'll ride his man on the option. Runs through a tackle. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. The give to the tailback. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. They'll try the left side. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Shaw. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw.
Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but Another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. Plows through the defense. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Throws to the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Dumps it to the back. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That's not at all where he intended to go with the ball on 3rd and long, but it worked out beautifully.
And the frustrating thing, Reese, is from a defensive perspective, I want you to throw it to the running back. I don't want to take away the main targets, the ballers on the outside. You do what I want you to do, and you still make the big play, get the huge first down on 3rd and long.
He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Using his legs, it's Davidson. Across the 35. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Denson. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got room on the return. The 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got the first down and more. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Man, how about this offense? A little counter, a little misdirection. Get everybody's eyes going one direction. They go back the other way. Nice execution by the offense to make the big running play down the field.
Looking left. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play, an interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The give to the back. Fights off the defender. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The inside handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Finds his tight end. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to just figure something out.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And in that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
And that one did not work.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded. You were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking for a man. It's Denson. Oh, they're after him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Fires to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some 1st downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
Wide open downfield. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Trying to get behind the defense. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights.
There he goes. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Clemson is quick to the line. They'll run the option. The pitch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Back to throw, it's Denson. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Here comes the field goal unit. Not a chance. Missed it. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got his man in the middle. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They punted away on 4th down. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll try the run. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Past the 45. Turning it on! He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really...
Turning on the Jets! Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
To the air, it's Denson. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time he's got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the 1st down. They need him to play great in the second half.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Clemson jumps to the line. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Fit it in the window for the score. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the gun, the ground game. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get...
Oh, he's got some space. Bulldozes his way through. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. The Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The hand to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Impey if they can stop him on 3rd down. Under fire. Lets it fly. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. Give to the running back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Forced out of the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Rush is on him. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. And the field goal unit is on the field. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. There's no real good spot on the field for a roughing the kicker penalty, but I'd say putting the offense in the red zone is extra bad. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
You've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. Thrown incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Dead center perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the move. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. To throw, it's Denson. Buys a little extra time. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds.
He does a good job of scrambling around and trying to make a play, but I tell you what, you don't want to take too many shots like that. Those big hits, oof, if you get up now, you dang sure going to feel them later. Quarterback keeper.
And And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Clemson is quick to the line. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Throws for the tight end. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
It falls incomplete, and we'll change into the field to get things started back up. We reach the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the spurts just went right past him and picked up the first down. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short in the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
It's complete on the right side. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If they can pay off this third and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Moving away from pressure. Lets it fly. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Gives it on the option. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Clemson jumps to the line.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Hard-hitting tackle. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
And I know everybody's looking at that clock as it ticks, and we're down a couple of possessions. But nice job getting the first down. But this offense has to stay in hyperspeed, right? Down 2 possessions. Got to throw the football, use the sidelines, use the middle of the field, especially as you get close to that 2-minute mark.
The offense obviously trailing here in the second half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game. But in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front blocking.
Looking to throw, it's Denson. Get it out on the screen. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And football is such a game of inches, right? I mean, that's a first down. If the receiver was able to get his foot back in bounds, just couldn't come up with it there.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Snowed under by the defense.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Caught in the backfield, it's King. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Dell. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. What a show.